Hey, what's going on, Thrivers? Welcome to Thrive Time. I'm Kyrie Terrell, and welcome back. If you watched my last Thrive Time about survival, I want to give you a high thrive. You. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about what you do with your 24. It's like the T in Thrive. It stands for time. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about time and how you invest that time toward your craft in order to be successful. So right now, whether you know it or not, you are the standing sum of what you've done in your life or have not done in your life every single year that goes by. Every day, every week, every month, every year, you have to be putting in time, investing time in your craft or that thing that you want to be. Whatever it is that you want to be, you have to invest time. The only difference between you and the successful people that you see in your craft is truly time. It's the time that they invested in learning all of the ins and outs of their business, practicing that thing, doing that thing, working on that thing, right? So we all know people who have been doing the same thing for 20, 30 years and never accelerated, right? That's because they become complacent. They haven't ever chased that dream or that goal that they wanted because they thought they didn't have the time. They thought there was no way that they were going to learn how to do these things. But I can rest assured, you can believe that all of those people were doing something else with their time that was not productive over all of those years. And had they taken that non-productive piece and made it productive, they would right now be standing where they'd rather be standing as opposed to working in the same dead-end job for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. We all know those people. So I challenge you, think about where your time is going. We all do things, even me, I'm guilty of doing things that don't amount to anything as it pertains in my field. But what I've learned how to do is to limit those things and to limit those things significantly, right? I don't miss sleep. I'll take a nap when I want to take a nap. Spending time with your family is very important, right? But it's those ancillary things, playing video games, watching too much TV, going out partying too much, spending time with folks that aren't productive. All of those things, if you put them together and you could look at that social media all day, right? If you could look at those things in a nutshell and see how many hours you spend on those things, if that amount of time exceeds the amount of time that you're practicing and focusing on your craft, chances are you're not going to be successful. So you have to consciously start to limit all of those things. And you have to maximize all of the things that are making you a great person time-wise, right? When I used to personal train, I used to tell people, you want to put your workouts behind you, not in front of you. Think about that fundamentally. All that means is every one that you can count that's behind you creates a sum. And then when you see people that are in great shape, you see people, their bodies are just nice. Those people have 1,000 workouts behind them and 0 in front of them, right? When you see people that aren't, they have 1,000 workouts in front of them to get to that point. The same is true for any business. Any business that you see is successful is because they have a ton of wins behind them. They have a ton of productivity behind them. They put in a ton of hours already. And those businesses that aren't, or those businesses that fall off, they aren't working enough on their craft. Doesn't mean that they aren't spending enough time in a day. It simply means that the things that make them successful, they're not spending enough time on. So in your life, whether it's personal, whether it's business, whatever it is, I challenge you to think about what you do with your 24. Another important thing is to carve out some time. You don't have to do the same thing forever, but you do have to carve out a piece of time that is probably going to take for you to be successful at a certain thing. And be realistic about it. Because most people don't know, if you're working at a job or a craft part-time, it's going to take you 10 years to be just considered a professional, right? If you're working full-time, it's going to take you 5 years. What does that mean? That means the respect of other people understanding what you do, your reputation preceding you, and people knowing that you're great at this craft. Maybe not even great at it, they might just know that you do it because you put that time in. But if you do it right and you do it well, then they'll know you're great at it. So think about that, carve out the time. Say it's gonna take me 5 years to do this, and every day in that 24 hours of that 5 years, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a significant amount to bring me to the place where I'm now a professional and I'm now able to be recognized as someone who spent my time building my craft, building my brand, beating on my skill, and that's where you'll be successful. So guys, I want to thank you for thriving with me today. That's all the thrive I have left in me for the day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you like the Facebook page. I'm out of here. High Thrive.